Welcome back to the Enlightenment Series. Today, we are diving even deeper into what true enlightenment really means. Last time, we broke down how spiritual practices around the world actually share the same core truth, often hidden within ancient allegories. We learned that true enlightenment is the ultimate transformation, where a person becomes one with the divine. Today, we are mapping out the exact path to get there. The concept of true enlightenment can be understood through a profound synthesis of biblical theology and ancient Eastern mysticism. This perspective views the 7 chakra points of Eastern tradition not as literal energy vortexes, but as metaphysical metaphors for the 7 spirits of God detailed in Judeo-Christian scripture. Here is a summary of how this spiritual framework operates, starting with the biblical blueprint and extending to universal mythologies. In the Bible, the 7 spirits of God represent the complete, multifaceted nature of divine consciousness and holy energy. First explicitly named in Isaiah 11:2, and heavily referenced in the book of Revelation, these 7 dimensions of the divine include the Spirit of the Lord, the source of divine presence, the Spirit of wisdom, deep spiritual insight, the Spirit of understanding, discernment, and clarity, the Spirit of counsel, divine guidance and judgment, the Spirit of might, inner strength and vital power, the Spirit of knowledge, experiential truth and awareness, the Spirit of the fear of the Lord, deep reverence and alignment with the cosmos. When these 7 spirits flow into human experience, they manifest through the 7 primary energy centers known in Eastern traditions as chakras. Rather than being separate systems, the chakras serve as a physical and psychological metaphor for how the 7 spirits of God anchor themselves within the human vessel. True enlightenment is achieved when a person systematically activates and aligns these centers. This alignment mirrors the process of the 7 spirits fully occupying the human mind, body, and soul. The root chakra is the fear of the Lord/reverence. This refers to grounding human existence in divine respect, conquering survival-based fear, and allowing the divine to steer your life instead of your instincts. The sacral chakra is the spirit of knowledge. This refers to purifying desires and emotional intelligence through experiential truth, where now one begins to seek the truth or knowledge, and this experience unlocks more knowledge through a deeper knowing from the divine, which is also known as intuition. The solar plexus chakra is the spirit of counsel, which is the seat of judgment, decision-making, and execution. The heart chakra is the spirit might, which is raw internal strength, creativity, and drive. The throat chakra is the spirit of understanding, which is speaking absolute truth and harmonizing with divine law. The third eye chakra is the spirit of wisdom, which is activating spiritual vision, intuition, and higher perception. The crown chakra is the spirit of the Lord, which is achieving total oneness with the Creator, the ultimate state of enlightenment. This cosmic structure of the 7 spirits is not isolated to one chapter of Scripture. It is encoded as a universal blueprint throughout the Bible and ancient world mythologies. Every major, 7, acts as a pointer back to these 7 primary expressions of divine consciousness. Biblical coding. The 7 days of creation represent the sequential unfolding of the 7 spirits into material reality. The 7 seals, 7 trumpets, and 7 golden lampstands in Revelation symbolize the ultimate purification and awakening of humanity by these same divine energies. Ancient mythological pointers. Across global antiquities, the number 7 recurs to teach the same truth. In Sumerian myth, Ishtar descends through 7 gates, stripping away garments at each level, a metaphor for shedding ego to awaken the spirit. The 7 steps of the Mesopotamian ziggurats, the 7 healing steps of Buddha at birth, and the 7 heavens of Islamic and Jewish mysticism all point to the same journey, ascending through the 7 dimensions of the divine spirits to reach absolute enlightenment. Ultimately, this framework suggests that enlightenment is not the invention of any single culture. It is the universal process of the human being becoming a fully awakened temple, completely illuminated by the 7 spirits of God. So where does this journey begin? We'll get to that in the next episode.